In this week's Blizz Pro Weekly, World of Warcraft starts reeling back players and memorializes Robin Williams, Reaper of Souls officially hits consoles, Heroes of the Storm talks ranked play, Hearthstone wins a shiny new award, and the beard gets cold and wet.
Julia, they tell me you survived the...
I did. I came back here.
Watch out! The wounded are turning!
business.
The dead will overwhelm us all.
Something like...
Thank you.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by,
we doing something?
arrived to loot the
No,
old
no.
cathedral.
No?
You got
Okay.
time.
Their
Alright.
business was profitable enough that new Tristram
Actually, yes,
sprang up to accommodate
We're
them.
running the show right now.
Fewer
Oh.
travelers visit now, though.
Like, I got Diablo. It's on my PS4.
Ah, they can wait.
It's like a remote to my, like... Oh,
Okay. Probably get negative comments.
yeah, probably. Alright. Hey guys, welcome to the newest episode of Blizz Pro Weekly. As always, I'm your fantastically bearded host, coming in quite nicely again, as you see, Chris the Beard Arnone. Let's get straight into it, talk World of Warcraft.
Here's the beef.
So with the release date for Warlords of Draenor now known, Blizzard has started to lay the groundwork for folks to, come back to the game after what may have been a long absence for some. As such, they have just quietly, on the down low, dropped the price for Mists of Pandaria down to less than $10, $9.99. However, there's also a bunch of reports that some lapsed accounts are getting upgraded to Mists of Pandaria for free. So as a way to entice players to pick up the subscription again, with all the previous expansions already rolled into vanilla WoW, it, just might be enough to compel people to buy Warlords when it releases. So if someone's thinking of getting back into the game, we definitely advise you to check your email and your spam filters first, because you may have already been upgraded for free. Oh, and make sure if you have to buy the game, get Mist digitally from Blizzard instead of, buying a box copy. With that little discount right now, there's no point in you having to pay GameStop more than what you have to. Now, patch 6.0.2 is live on the beta realms, and it comes with a new login screen, updated character models for, check this, alright? Human male, Tauren female, Night Elf male, Troll male, and female. But wait, there's more! Now, the Alliance and Horde choppers, alongside a little blue space goat, are also among the new features of the patch. Now, have a first look of some of the models right now in the beta if you want, but remember, everything is still very much a work in progress. As Zorbrix from the Blizzard Quality Assurance stressed on the forums, this I quote, "We've mentioned this before when models are first shown to you folks in beta, but I wanted to stress this point again. These models are works in progress. Things will not be perfect, and our QA testing of these models and the subsequent bug fixes are not yet complete. I do hope you enjoy the models and give constructive feedback as appropriate, but please keep this in mind when looking at the models today," alright? So, no bitching for the sake of bitching. Give them constructive feedback and let them help make the game better. Now, with the sadness of Robin Williams passing, Blizzard had said that they would be adding him to the game as an NPC to immortalize him in that way. Now, Williams was a known WoW player and gamer by heart. I mean, he even named his daughter Zelda. Now, they tweeted out the following message, at Robin Williams: "Thank you. You gave us so much joy in our lives, and we hope you enjoyed your time in our world. We'll see you in game." So now we finally know what's happening. The WoW team has quickly added the NPC, and he will be making his debut in the upcoming expansion Warlords of Draenor as Robin the Entertainer. It is currently unclear on where he will be or what he'll be doing in the game, but his form mimics that of the popular genie character he portrayed in Disney's Aladdin, which, if you're of the generation I'm in, that's just formative. You grew up watching those films. Two other models have been spotted. A human female that could be kind of like a Mrs. Doubtfire reference, and a human male that seems to be dressed really similarly to the alien he played called Mork from the eponymous Mork and Mindy. Alright, enough Diablo. How about we talk some Reaper of Souls?
Stay a while and listen.
So this past Tuesday, as you can tell by my completely distracted opening of the video, Reaper of Souls released for consoles as the Ultimate Evil Edition on 360, Xbox One, PS3, and PS4. Basically, you can now slay demons on any console that wasn't produced by Nintendo. Go figure. Now, so far, there hasn't been a press release on the sales numbers at this point, but we want to know, did you purchase the console editions of the game? Throw it down in the comments. Let us know what you think. Now, for those that prefer playing on the PC version, equally good, if different, then get to Best Buy starting Sunday, all right? Now, starting on Sunday, they'll be selling Diablo 3 and Reaper of Souls for $20 a pop, so you can get the full experience from the ground up for only $40. Now, this is just in time for the seasons to release when patch 2.1 launches. Now, during Gamescom, there were a lot of interviews, and one of them was with production designer John Haidt. Now, during the interview, they asked when we'd expect to see patch 2.1, and he said, and I quote, "Patch 2.1 is in the public test realm right now. Later this month, we'll be releasing that." And, that they will be releasing a lot of that patch 2.1 content onto consoles shortly thereafter. Now, since Blizzard releases on Tuesdays, that would mean this Tuesday coming up will be the last one of the month. But as of this filming, it seems pretty unlikely that they're preparing to release a patch this week. So it's quite possible John just misspoke a little. Maybe he means, September, next month. Either way, it should be close. Okay. How about we talk a little Heroes of the Storm? So in an interview at Gamescom with ingame.de, producer K.O. Milker talked about the long-awaited ranked play options that'll be coming up in Heroes, though he was very quick to mention that ranked play doesn't make sense with a small pool of players, and the number of players currently in the tech alpha is still too small for these mechanics to really work fairly. But Milker first discussed the draft mode, where opposing and pre-made teams of players will be able to ban each other from selecting up to 3 specific heroes, and then take turns picking heroes in order to fill out the team. Players cannot select a random hero in this mode. Milker also went on to discuss the mechanics of Heroes MMR, or matchmaking ranking, and how it's already being used to govern matchmaking in the technical alpha. In short, this isn't very short, but in short, the system takes win-loss ratios for the player, that player's selected hero, and then combines that with the MMR of the rest of the team in order to locate an opposing team and fill in players for the player's team. Right. Okay. I think we should have a diagram. Anyway. And the rules get a little looser as the queue time takes longer, so that getting matched up takes less time. Again, though, with as small a set of players as is currently in the tech alpha at the moment, these rules are being applied really loosely, just so you can actually get into a match in a reasonable amount of time. Now, it was revealed, though, at Gamescom that Heroes of the Storm beta is coming soon, and we might start to see that flood of players you can expect from that, bigger alpha into the game, and these charges will start seeing the light of day and making more sense. Now, with 3 new heroes being shown off at Gamescom, and we know 3 more are coming at PAX Prime this coming weekend, it really seems like they're pushing to get this game to the masses sooner rather than later. Alright, how about we talk about those virtual cards and a little Hearthstone?
Pull up a chair by the hearth.
So community manager Christina Sims was in Seattle this past weekend to accept a couple awards during the big Unity conference called Unite 2014. Now, for those not in the know, Unity is a game development rendering engine and is what Blizzard used to develop Hearthstone. Now, the Hearthstone team was presented with the Golden Cube Award as well as the Best Gameplay Award for 2014. Now, they were runner-up in the Community Choice Award, getting beaten out only by the puzzle iOS game Monument Valley. Now, the popular show Value Town, which was hosted by Chanman and Trump, had its last episode this week, and we're all sad to lose that particular show. But they had a really cool special little interview with senior game designer Mike Donay. As you might remember last week when JR was on campus with Blizzard, Mike was one of the 3 developers he interviewed. Mike is in charge of game balance within Hearthstone and has more than 10 years of experience under his belt working with Magic the Gathering before he started with Blizzard earlier this year. Now, not a whole lot of new stuff was revealed in this interview other than this one point. We know now that the next card expansion will have a lot of cards. Now, in an earlier interview, Ben Brode said over 30. In this interview, Mike said not quite 100, but it's a lot. So now, the count is somewhere between 31 cards and 99 new cards. He also said that to purchase the cards in the new set, you will buy a new booster pack specifically for these cards. Now, this is in no way groundbreaking for anyone who's played a CCG and knows how, you buy the boosters for the new expansion. That's how it goes. But it's still good to know what Blizzard has in mind for their next expansion, and possibly expansions after that release, that will not be included in an adventure mode. So with this new expansion being talked about, we want to know your thoughts. Do you think Blizzard has a planned theme for this next expansion? And if so, what do you think that theme might be? Let us know down in the comments. Okay. So to finish up, we're going to do something a little different, a little crazy. Most of you at this point are familiar with the Ice Bucket Challenge. Now, this is, all about helping to fund research to fight ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease, it's also known as. It's this terrible, terrible disease that attacks the nerves, and it very much shortens lifespans to like 2 to 5 years, and those shortened lifespans are truly, truly horrible. It's just a terrible, terrible disease. And it's been really fantastic what's been going on, and I personally have been challenged by my friend Stephanie Charlton, so we're going to get this done. But here's the thing. We're not done, all right? First off, I've already gone out to alsa.org. That's where you go. Put down a couple donations. I was going to challenge JR, but instead he went and donated a chunk of change. So, all right, I'll let it slide this time. But here's the thing. We're going to call some people out. Christina Sims, Robert Wing, and Lyndsi Archucarro, and the rest of the Hearthstone community team. We are challenging you. Now I'm going to get cold and wet. All right, so we did this once before. As you can see, I'm kind of wet, but Paul, something happened with the camera, so
It was on purpose.
I'm going to add a challenge to this particular filming, and I'm challenging Paul Hayworth, our cameraman, to do the Ice Bucket Challenge, because that was cold, and there was a lot of ice and a lot of water, and you missed it, so we have less ice this time. But rules still apply. Remember to go and donate, because that's the whole point of this. All right, do it again, JR. Take 2. Yeah, it's still cold. Whew. Go donate. All right, remember, Hearthstone community managers, the gauntlet has been thrown down. So looking forward to seeing you guys do your own Ice Bucket Challenges. And remember, everybody, donate, asla.org. That does it for our show this week. You want to subscribe right here on YouTube or iTunes or both? That's awesome. Me, I'm all over the internet. Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr. I have a new web show called The Bearded Booktube. You want to go check that out. It's on my Old Bearded Gamer Show channel. I'm a Goodreads author. My book is available on Amazon and Nook. If you have a question, throw us an email. askthebeard@blizzpro.com. And of course, you want to check out blizzpro.com, the best place to get all the news, reviews, interviews, everything you need to know about Blizzard Entertainment games. Stay beardy, my friends.